everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of whatever we're going to call this podcast. It's going to be the Atelier Viridian podcast, the Eyes Forward podcast. We don't know, but what we want to do is for Sarah and John and other people on our team and I to come together every week, give you guys a quick update what's happening at Viridian. And every week, I promise you, there are crazy, exciting things happening. When you see the sausage made, it's sometimes frustrating. We're working really hard to make this one of the most sustainable neighborhoods in the nation. But I really think whether you're a buyer, whether you're friends of ours, whether you're enemies of ours, whether you're just people interested in sustainability, you're going to enjoy this 5 minutes each week where we can kind of update you with what's going on. I'm Matt Grokoff. Sarah, say hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah Hammerschmidt.
John Bello.
Dr. Sarah Hammerschmidt, but don't ask her for ointments because she's not that kind of doctor. And John.
Yeah, PE. I just came on in September, doing business development and construction management. So,
show us and tell us what's been going on at the site this week.
Okay, so I think the best way to kind of describe that is to just show share my screen here. We're going to be building things in various sequences. We have 110 units, and the first sequence is starting in about a week. We have 26 units going in over the next 12 months, and these are the homes. So a lot of these are already bought out, and most of the site utilities are completed, and we're going to be putting in our roads next week, which is going to give us the ability to start putting in foundations. So this kind of gives you a quick overview.
John, the site's really muddy this week, right?
Yeah, it's a muddy mess. I mean, we were expecting to have a foot of snow on the ground by now and have a deep freeze, but that's just not happening. So now we're
just curious, why warm in January? Is there something happening that nobody told us about? Like
yeah, like global
climate crisis, maybe.
Climate change, yeah. So we're dealing with all of that right now, and because the site is so saturated, it's not a good time to put down our road materials. And what we're going to do is we're going to start putting down this geofabric. This is called Tensar. This is going to firm up the subsurface of the roads, and then we're going to build it back on a couple of different layers. And
we're going to pave it with lots of concrete, right? And suck in all.
No.
What are we doing?
No, like Matt said, this is going to be the most sustainable project in the country. So we can't have concrete roads. We're going to be using a really innovative material called EcoRaster. It's a plastic material, recycled plastic with gravel infill. It's going to look fabulous once it's all done.
It's ADA accessible,
ADA accessible, plowable, all that.
You'll love it.
So let's take a look at what the site actually looks like. So you can see a bunch of green pipes sticking up out of the ground. This is your sewer. So for every green pipe you see, that's going to be a home. And the roads are rough.
You can just imagine that's actually where your poop is going to go, people. That's exciting stuff.
So that's sewer. We also have our potable water main in, and then our stormwater system. So this is another really cool feature. Very few projects do this. These are our detention areas. We have 3 of them on site. And what happens is during a rain event, the water will flow into these areas, and these domes create a void in the soil, allowing the water to build up and then slowly infiltrate into the ground. So you're not going to have any surface runoff that's going to take trash into the storm drain. Everything is going to go into the ground primarily using either biofiltration, infiltration, and we might even do some capture and reuse.
And this is part of that whole kind of biophilic system that we have throughout the site, where we look at the site as a whole thing and we celebrate rainwater. So instead of having stormwater pipes, we call it rain, and we have flowers and bioswales and all of these things that are moving rain into the soil, and then that ultimately is going to be a beautiful, beautiful space where underneath we're using the earth as a way to return the rain back to the aquifers, and then what are we putting on top of that, John?
So this is what it looks like. You would never know that they're down there, but this is going to be a parking lot. This is going to be our main meeting space right next to the farmhouse and barn. And all of this sophisticated engineering, stormwater engineering is happening all below the surface in a really sustainable format.
Cool.
All right. So our
We've only got like a
5
minute left. We have 1 minute left. Do you want
We have
to?
0 time left. Quick recap. This week was underground utilities and finishing water taps. Next week, weather permitting, is roads. Very exciting. And then foundations are scheduled for end of January to start.
End of January, yeah, early February.
Awesome. We're also working on ordering all of your windows from Sweden and learning Swedish at the same time.
And we talked to the tile guys. You guys go take a look at fireclaytile.com, one of the coolest companies anywhere. You guys are going to have, everyone is going to have amazing premium tiles made from 100% recycled material. And then we're also working on this, where we're going to be able to eliminate all of your peak loads. So DTE will be raising rates starting in March, but now you're not going to. We got 5 seconds left. Any last thoughts, guys? Anything fun that we're doing? We're lots of stuff.
All of that is fun.
It's all fun. It's all stressful, exciting. And
all right.
Yeah,
we're getting the hook. We're getting the beep right now.
We'll
Till
talk to
next
you guys
week. We'll see you guys.